just can't stop now. No, trying to find a way out. Ay, feels like they won't let me move, let me breathe, let me leave, just like a maze, like a maze.
Yo, PolyRob, what up?
Yo. Welcome to another episode of the PolyRob podcast. I am your host, the Council PolyRob. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all always showing me the utmost love. Make sure you listen and subscribe on all of our podcast platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, YouTube, TuneIn, SoundCloud, Google Podcasts. I am literally everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You can actually Google the PolyRob podcast and you'll see me. I appreciate all of the comments from the last episode, all of the cash apps from the Father's Day. I appreciate that. That was dope as shit. You guys actually listen to what I was saying when I was talking about just doing something a little bit more than just sending a Father's Day text. So I appreciate that. Good looking, definitely pay it forward because it will translate into more and more fathers just being motivated to do the dopest shit possible. On the other hand, we got some birthdays that's coming up, you know what I'm saying? And I got a guest today. You know what I mean? You know, I rarely have guests, but when I do have a guest, they mean something to not only me, but they mean something to the culture. You know what I'm saying? And it's their birthday today, and I love birthdays. Let me just say this. If it's anybody's birthday that I know, I like to turn up. I like to make sure you turn up. And that's what I'm doing right here, right now at Local Astronaut Studios, is making sure that this person's birthday is the most immaculate from all the other birthdays. Let's just try to get close to where that's supposed to be. We got a great topic today. Usually, I'm always doing different random topics, but I've been pounded and grilled about doing my every month dating astrology segment, a part of my podcast, which is Dating a Creative. This season is Gemini season. And boy, we finna go through some shit right now. Fucking Geminis. Jesus. Anybody that's listening to this know when you say Gemini, it's like the world just kind of cringes for like a split second. In a good way and in a bad way. But today's episode, we're talking about dating a creative Gemini season. I think, it's it's definitely going to be an episode that a lot of people want to hear, because I've listened to a lot of people who have dated a Gemini or is a Gemini themselves and, dated other horoscopes. And it's just a lot of question marks. It's a lot of, I don't know what's kind of going on, or, it's just a lot going on that's always seemed to not have its own answer. So I want to try my best to try to get to the bottom of whatever those answers are supposed to be. And hopefully we can just get some fucking jewels out of this, you know what I mean, and see what's going on. Also, it's the person's birthday, so in the background, in the studio room, we actually got some music, we got some alcohol, we got 1800, we got some weed. We just having a party, you know what I'm saying, and we gonna keep this shit rocking, because that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. Have a party and rock. Today, my guest is a very beautiful woman. Very straight to her shit as far as business type of woman. And she's a very big focal point. Sorry, I've been drinking, so I'm gonna slur a couple words. Don't mind me. She's a very big focal point in the LA culture scene of hip hop and music and entertainment. So I want to bring to the PolyRob podcast Miss Britney Michelle. How you doing?
I'm good. I love that. Yes.
I tried to bring you in the right way.
I love it. Yes.
This is Britney Michelle of the Cousins, the real Cousins. You know what I'm saying? Personality, radio personality, exceptional personal personality.
Yes.
Everything from, doing modeling, doing a lot of, culture work in the hip hop scene. You know what I'm saying? So I want her to explain what she does. I just want to give a roundabout. So please tell the people who don't know who you are, what you do, and how you do it.
Okay. Well, I am Britney Michelle, half of the real Cousins. I am in radio. They call us radio personalities, but we like to call ourselves, more like, I wouldn't even want to say radio personality because we just do everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we just do everything.
Just
From
entrepreneurs,
from anything. Like just last week, we just was at a park giving back to the kids.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? And then the other week, we just go to little shows and interview people, upcoming artists.
Right.
Or we just pull up like we just did at Local Astronauts. We just pull up on people, vibe with them, see what they got going on. It's just, you never know what you're gonna get with the Cousins.
Right.
So I am one half of the Cousins. I have a segment called the Kitty Corner, and I get a little bit sexy.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of I wouldn't even say a lot of men enjoy it, but I've come to where a lot of women enjoy it. Like coming to me like, Kitty Corner, when you gonna drop another Kitty Corner?
Right.
I'm like, oh snap. They like it. So,
For those who don't know, like the Kitty Corner is like the segment, a part of the show where not only is she being sexy, but she's, talking about just the process of having a romance, having just a good sexual nature, through whether it's conversation or actual physical whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's very informative. I'm not gonna lie. There was a couple of episodes where I'm like, I didn't do that yet.
Which one? I had a few.
Listen, we're gonna talk about that later. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put my business out on the street, but there was some things that she was saying that I ain't done yet.
The most favorite one, though, I would
do.
think would be when I did that toy review. And it was the one with where you could use the remote and you can be somewhere else and your partner could be like in a different state. But as long as you had the app.
Oh, yeah.
As long as you had the app, you could, pleasure them with that. So I think that was like the most the favorite one right there.
One thing I can say is you've made me respect the concept of the sex toys. Because I'm going to keep 100. No, not doing it. If I'm there, toys back in the toy box.
Why?
But, just listening to, certain things you talk about with sex toys, I understand why that can play a part as an additional piece to the experience.
It's all about the experience.
Right.
I personally feel, and honestly, keep that shit 100, that can be a pleasurable experience for both parties. You know what I'm saying? It's just about not being selfish. So you got to make sure it's something that y'all both comfortable with. That's what I think. Because it's been a couple of things that I was into that my dudes was like, oh, hell no. We're not going to do that, but we'll compromise. Like most guys, they won't want you to do no handcuffs.
Right.
But they'll handcuff you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to figure out what things you can bring into the bedroom. That y'all both could handle.
I mean, because on the outside, it's like, take me to jail. Take me. That sound cool, but...
No, I'm going to tell you, honestly, I've only had maybe 2 guys that said, yeah, with no hesitance.
Right.
That's it. Most guys would be like, hell nah, handcuffs.
Right. Have I tried handcuffs before? Yeah, so the PolyRob podcast. Dating a creative, Gemini edition.
Okay.
You're a Gemini.
Yes, I am.
So before we start getting into the dialogue of the whole thing,
okay,
I have a couple of Gemini traits that I got offline.
Oh, shit.
Right? Okay. So I got it from, I think it was astrology.com.
Okay.
So I just, typed in Gemini traits. So this is what I want to do real quick. We're going to play a quick game.
Okay.
Y'all love to play games on y'all show. I got a game for you.
Oh, shit, I'm scared.
All right.
Okay, I'm ready.
Just quick game.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm going to name some attributes, some qualities.
Okay.
And you tell me two things. You tell me, number one, is it true or not?
Okay.
And then number two, do people see you as that or not?
Okay.
Okay?
All right, let's do it.
So, okay. I got this offline. This is not me. Got it offline.
Okay.
So,
scared.
Gemini traits, is that true? Geminis are outgoing.
True.
Okay, so you believe that that's true. Okay, now what do you think the people that's around you believe?
I'm not.
Why do you think so?
Because I'm kind of reserved. I'm like the watch. I'm like the protector. Because I don't know. I don't even know if that's about my sign, but I'm just the oldest, so I'm always like the protector, whatever. I'm gonna still wild out, but I have that fall back button that comes quickly. So, but I am outgoing. I like to do different shit. Like I love it. Like repetitiveness is boring as fuck to me. Like for real. Like if I'm doing something like the same way all the time, I can't do it. So I have to have that where it's some type of spontaneity or something to where it triggers my brain to be like, okay, I'm having fun again. Because I can't do it. So yeah, I would say yes.
You're right about that. And it, like even for me, sometimes like, you know, I would consider myself, okay, let's say if I was outgoing, because I don't consider myself too much outgoing. But if I was, a lot of the people that I end up coming across, they come, I see them or we talk to them at a point where it's like me not being at a club or somewhere or whatnot. I'm like in the studio, at a business meeting somewhere else, but they would assume automatically that I'm not outgoing because, you know, I don't go with them different places as opposed to going with the people that I fuck with. Because I only roll with people I fuck with for real. Like even in driving or something like that, I'm like, yo, I'm not rolling with you, not rolling with you, not rolling with you. I only roll with certain type of people. So you know, yeah, you know, sometimes it's a misconception. Okay, the next one, intelligent.
Are you saying, am I intelligent? I think I'm pretty intelligent.
Okay.
I think people think I'm pretty intelligent. I think, though, for the most part, with Geminis, we think outside the box a lot. So, I don't know for all Geminis, when I speak for myself, sometimes I have a hard time expressing it in a way.
Or explaining what you...
Explaining it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Explain it, but I do know exactly what it is, you know what I mean? Or if I don't know, I'm quick to try to figure it out because it'll stump my brain. Like, why don't I know this? Like, I don't want to not know something. I don't know, this is a Gemini thing. This is personal shit. But I don't like to not know something. I got to figure it out. Like, I got to figure it out, you know?
That's very interesting. We're going to get to that. Okay. Next one, indecisive.
Very indecisive. Very indecisive. I can change my mind all the way up into the time of where I need to be somewhere. That means clothing. That means place of where I'm going to eat or where I'm going. Shoot, just this weekend, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Like, it took me a whole 2 weeks to just think about, okay, I'm just going to do dinner on Friday and a concert on Saturday. But I had all these different options, and I'm like, ooh, I could be fun here. Or, you know, you might want to bring in your friends or certain people, and you kind of thinking of, and that's the thing too. We want our folks around us. You know? So, I don't know, but yeah.
That definitely plays a part. Next one. Unreliable.
No, I'm very reliable.
What do you think the people think?
I think people think I'm very reliable. I'm one thing, but see, you gotta always see. This is the thing about signs, PolyRob. I don't know if you know about this, but they say that you can be that sign, but you also take on traits from your parents or somebody that has raised you. So I think for the most part, my mom and my dad were both like really reliable. Like where, I mean, you depend on them for everything. Like my mom was the one that put together the family functions to where people came to, you know, they ain't seen each other for like years come together. Like my mom was that type. My dad was a type that was the same type too. He was just like the let's go play some spades, dominoes, whatever. Like, you know, but we gonna all get together like type. So I would always want my family around, or you know what I mean, have people around or whatever, and I always would make shit happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or you could call me and make shit happen. You know?
Exactly.
So.
Next one. Nosy.
Am I nosy? Because I'm only nosy for what I really want to know. I'm not nosy about everything.
Okay.
Like some things go right over my head. But there's some things that I know everything about it. Like social media, like when I first got into it, I was like a little stalker. Like I'm looking around like, oh, this is real fun. Like I was being real nosy.
Right.
Then I was over it.
Wow.
It was when I first got to it, I was real nosy. Then after that, I was over it.
Right. Okay, so that's all the ones I have for now. You know, you passed.
I passed.
You passed. You definitely passed.
But no, I don't know
if it's a passing thing.
That's crazy. Most of the Geminis I know are very reliable.
Well, you know,
I wonder what that meant. Like, why
it may factor into certain things because Geminis also are people who, if they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it.
Right, so that's true.
So other people might identify that as being unreliable, like you can't do it or something else, but it may just be you just don't fucking want to do it.
And that's the thing, we gonna say we just don't fucking want to do it. Well, I know I'm gonna say I just don't want to fucking do it.
Right.
You know.
So I want to get into the dating process.
Oh gosh, this is so hard.
Okay, because first off, let's understand me and Brittany's relationship of how we get out and how we interact. So, you know, business days, we pull up. It's time to take care of some business. She's very stern and bold about what she wants to handle. We knock it down. We get it done. You know, then on some personal shit, it's like me and Britt is on some. Sometimes we be trying to find our way out, and part of trying to find your way out is to have a conversation with somebody who has different experiences than you. You know what I'm saying? Because then you can kind of X out certain things you don't like between both experiences, and then you can kind of find out like, okay, well, her answer was a little bit different than what I would have chose. Let me see if that works. I don't know how many times we would talk about something regarding relationships and I would use a method that she's explained to try to, you know, see if that worked. You know what I'm saying? Results are still out on a couple of them, but we still got to figure that out. Not enough data. But we're going to figure that out.
Okay, what are we talking about?
But the dating process, I want to talk about that because number one, it's very seldom that you find people dating. The common idea of what we would think dating is. You know what I'm saying? Times have changed. And I know for me, dating has definitely changed as far as the definition. So from you, I want to hear, like, what do you feel like the dating process is? Like, what is actual dating in 2019?
There's really no dating. Well, to me,
what would it be if you were dating? What would it be?
Okay, for me, it would be the same shit it used to be. You go out, you hang out, spend some time, quality time together, get to know each other. You know, it don't necessarily have to be like you're going to dinner all the time, but where you're taking the time out, both of you guys, to go spend some time together. I don't give a damn what you guys are doing, but it was, you know, some time out to see if you guys like each other. Right. That's why I thought dating was. Right. But now it's kind of like, oh, I like her, she's cute.
Right. Let's go for it.
Right. Yeah, and I think that's why I'm not really grasping this whole dating thing right now.
Right.
I can't get with it. I don't know, because it's even these older cats that you would think that you would still have the traditional. Right. They're on some millennial shit. Yeah. So it's like, what do you do?
Man, you know, for me, dating nowadays is equivalent to how albums drop. You know what I'm saying? Album drop first week on Tuesday, then 6 other albums drop on Thursday and Friday. By the time the following week, we dropping something brand new. So I feel like dating is the same way. Like, you would go out with somebody, see what they into, do a bunch of shit, and then all of a sudden, a month or 2 weeks later, you on to somebody else new because And I think it's because people don't understand the true process of actually dating someone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even for me, like, just some of the rules, like, even some of the rules nowadays is kind of different, because back then you would believe that when you're dating that one person, going out with that one person, trying to get to know that one person, you know, there's an unwritten rule that says, it's an unwritten rule.
Why is it an unwritten rule, though? Is what I'm trying to figure out.
What I'm saying is, the unwritten rule is you can't or shouldn't talk to anyone else while you're dating that particular person.
But no, that's a guy thing.
Is it?
It is a guy thing.
Because
you guys don't.
Because okay, explain your dating process. Like, if you date one person, do you feel like you can date other people at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay, I believe that too.
You're
I'm
dating.
Just saying, yeah.
You're dating, unless we say we're dating exclusively.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. Like, unless we say we're dating exclusively, then yeah, you should be able to date.
Now that's the term right there, exclusively, because the new people don't understand what dating and dating exclusively is. Yeah. Nowadays, it's, which, you know, comes to my point. Like, nowadays, it's like, if you're dating, the common concept already is, I'm gonna fuck with a bunch of different people at one time. But the difference is not to know who's the best one. No, it's just to do.
No, but remember when I said about the guy thing? See, what a guy would think, though, if you told him, like, if a woman says, yes, I'm dating, they automatically think, oh, she's fucking all them niggas. Right. You know what I'm saying? And, like, honestly, with women, we gonna probably just pick that one guy that we really, that's kind of like, he's probably at the top of the list. Right. But we're still kind of like dating. Like, he may not be giving us what we want at that time, but he's cool. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But you're still dating. You're still trying to fish and see what's out there. Right. But for a guy, he don't really. That's why I say guys don't really understand that when you say dating, because they be like, oh, she floating around. It's, you know what I mean?
Well, okay. First off, that's what it is. I take it as shopping. Dating is like shopping. If you call somebody and be like, yo, what you doing? Mm-hmm. I'm shopping. What is shopping? Shopping means you're going through aisles, trying on shit, trying to figure out what's going on. When you pick what you want, and you go.
You buy it.
Or you pick 4 different items, buy them all, try them, put them on, do whatever,
and then and then take that shit back.
Exactly, and keep the one outfit
that you like. You. Exactly.
So I'm the same way. So I'm like, nah, I'm dating, but some people can't handle the concept of that.
No, they really can't. And because that's why they're not there.
Especially if things is going somewhere. Like case in point. I like dating. I like it. I don't do it often, but I like it. Because I like when you can get to know people. I'm fascinated with getting to know, especially women. Women are fascinating beings, so I like to get to know them. Right. So when I'm out there, you know, dating and doing what I'm doing, I'm a type of person where I don't hold back nothing. Like, I'm going to treat you the best way. I'm going to do the best things. I'm going to try out all the best shit. Right. The problem is, and we go through this all the time, Britt. Right. The problem is, and we always talk to Britt about this. The problem always is, I end up doing all the best shit for a woman who is understanding what's going on. They love that element. Mm-hmm. But I'm still not
shopping.
Yeah, I'm still shopping. You know what I'm saying?
But then that's where I tell my girls this: stop freaking being a girlfriend to a motherfucker that's not your man. That's where you fuck up at. Like, you want to cook for him, Rob, and do all this other stuff.
I goes in.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if that's not the one, or you haven't chose that one, then maybe you should, like, just go out to dinner or, like, just hang out. But, like, when you're, like, cooking and, like, you know, like, you all on it, you know, like, they're like, oh, he really like me. That's my man.
I really like the moment, B.
No, because you are a good caterer. Yeah, you, like, really cater to us when we come. You're a host.
Right.
You're a great host. Like, you cater to people and stuff like that. So a woman will definitely be like, oh, and you made me this bomb. She gonna go home and tell her cousins or her friends, like, oh my God, he made this bomb food, and I sat in his recliner chair. He played this great music. We just vibed. We drank this great wine that he had just got. Come on, Rob, you know that's you.
It is me, but I could only do it 2 ways. All the way or none. It's the only way. I can't. I'm a Capricorn.
You don't have a girlfriend.
Huh?
Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
Because you only could do that. You can either do either or. A person that's dating could like juggle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They could juggle. Like they don't have to put all.
I'm not finna give a bitch no top ramen just because we dating.
I didn't say do top ramen. I said go on a date. Y'all can go to happy hour. You still taking her out. Y'all can go to breakfast.
Oh, hit her with the appetizers. See that's wrong.
That's not wrong.
That's wrong.
That's sitting around getting to know her, but she not feeling like she extra special though. She not thinking she in girlfriend status, is she? She knows she dating you.
The whole concept, this is just my opinion.
I'm just saying.
The whole concept of you dating somebody is to show them what you will get when you're in a relationship with me.
Okay, how many dates are you in then?
Huh?
How many dates are you in before you start doing all this?
We're not talking about numbers.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, this is not fair because that's the thing. Like, yeah, I do believe that you should start giving more when you're in a relationship or whatever. I mean, when you're starting to build towards a relationship. But I'm not gonna give you more, and I don't even know if I would even kick it with you like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we can go share a drink or happy hour. We can go like, I don't know, shit, whatever people do, go to the beach and walk down. And I don't give a shit.
Right.
We could do that.
Right.
But at least he's not thinking he's my boyfriend.
But I'm a chef, B. Like if you ask me to cook, or if you hungry, I'm a cook. I'm a cook before I order motherfucking Uber Eats.
No, I feel that.
So what I'm saying is, I go all the way out when I hit the stage. I'm sorry.
And say, well, then you just gonna have a girlfriend. I keep telling you, it's fine. However you want to do it.
No, I'm okay with having a girlfriend. The problem is
you can't date other people.
Yeah, but just my process got to be different. My process got to be. I really have to. I have to succumb to dating one person at a time because of that. You're absolutely right. Because I put so much like effort into just my natural being of who I am, I have to actually date one person at a time. I would love to go back to my ways of dating multiple women, but it don't work like that.
So wait,
not for me.
This is a good question. And so would you, dating. So even if you weren't dating like a lot of people, maybe you're just dating just one person that you kind of like. You know what I'm saying? But you're not sure you want to be in the relationship.
No, I'm not. I'm not sure, but that doesn't mean that they have not intrigued me to the point where I want to do the shit that I do.
Okay.
Because even for me, it's like if you intrigue me, you're gonna get some greatness of me, and I'm either off or I'm all the way on. I ain't got no choice. So in the process of me trying to figure out if you're, marriage status, girlfriend status, all of that type of stuff, in the midst of that, I'm gonna show you what I'm about, and hopefully we could kind of come to this, whole little agreement.
Dating a Gemini is already hard anyways, because you gotta please two people off top.
You fucking right. Let's talk about the two-faced monster.
We're not monsters. We're beautiful people.
It's not a monster, but what I will say, those who are comfortable with one side are scared of the other side. So I do call it a monster.
Okay, so for me, my other side is a monster. So you should be very afraid of her.
Monsters are good things in 2019. And
I think so. Like they respect that, the bitch. I'm sorry to say it, but they respect that for some strange reason. But the other side, I'm happy-go-lucky, chill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that other side, she peeks out sometimes. It just kind of like rattles you.
Now, this is my question, because I always wanted to know this about a Gemini, and I don't think I could ever get close to a Gemini, like, dialogue enough for them to spill the beans. Hopefully, you can be the first.
Oh, shit. Okay. Sorry, guys, if I'm letting him in on the secrets.
So, okay. Does that monster side, let's just call it the monster side. It doesn't have to be, but let's call it that. Does the monster side of a Gemini for you, does it happen because you want to protect the other side? Or does it come from I don't give a shit and people need to see this? Or does it come from you just trying to figure out if that side works better than the other side?
It can be a lot of things.
It's a lot of things. Three things. Okay.
So many different things.
I'm gonna repeat it again.
Okay. But it can really be okay, go ahead.
Right. Does your monster side come from you not giving a fuck? Does it come from you trying to protect the other side? Or does it come from you trying to figure out which side is better?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's all of those things wrapped in one.
Right.
I can't even choose those things because it could be me. Like, I'm very defensive.
Right.
Especially about, like, things I care about or just anything. Like, in general, like, I'm very defensive of, like, things I love and everything like that. So that can bring out my monster side. Like, you saying some shit. Like, what? Like, you questioned my what?
Yeah.
Like, I don't, that type of stuff will bring out that monster in me.
Exactly.
You fucking with my family. Like, you know what I mean? Or something that's gonna bring out this. You lying to me straight in my face can bring out, especially if I ask you directly to your face
and you know the answer.
Yeah, and I know the answer, and that could bring the monster side out of me. But I mean, I've had anger management since then. I'm being real. I really did.
No, let's talk about that. What? Like, okay, if you had to do self anger management, what are some of the things that you think you would do to try to calm your aggressiveness down?
I spend a lot of time by myself.
Is that a bad thing or a good
No,
thing?
just I wouldn't even say meditate because I'm not sitting there crossing my legs and chanting and nothing like that.
Right.
But literally just taking time to myself.
Right.
And trying to not get any other type of aura or any type of anything. Like, I just kind of spend a little time myself, kind of. I don't want to say meditate, but just kind of get my thoughts and process all in together, and then I come into the
world. Right. No,
so I think that kind of calms me.
Being by, like, for me, being by myself does two things. Number one, it helps me kind of filter out, what I'm trying to do, for the next steps. And then also, I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where you're by yourself and you literally start thinking about, like, some of the things you've done in the past, like, couple months.
Oh, yeah.
And you look at it from both sides naturally. Like, you look at it from the side that whatever you was on, like an argument. You look at it from your side of the argument, and then now you're by yourself, so you have the ability to look at the other person's side and see how that would come out. And then just kind of evaluate you in the situation of how you've been in it. I find myself doing that a lot. Only because, and it doesn't have to be like a problem. It can actually be something at work and see, like, different sides of it because, I try my best to, make the right decisions in this most crazy moment. Like, I feel like, I can say my age, you know what I'm saying? I'm mid 30s. I'm in mid 30s right now.
Ooh, you old.
Right.
I'm older than you, but go ahead.
Don't worry. I mean, all the women is like 20 years off from your initial age. But that's how it is, especially black women.
Yeah,
well,
I'm shaving some years off,
right.
for sure.
So for me, it's like, these are crucial moments. These are crucial moments. I try to microscope everything that I do, like, once it's done, like, to try to see how to move forward for the future. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's just like that. Now, let's get into your dating, your actual dating. Actual dating.
Okay.
Actual dating.
You about to be nosy, but okay.
You damn right. I mean, hey, can I act like a Gemini for a minute and be nosy for a minute?
I'll give you a little pass.
Can we do that? Okay, so in your dating, let's just say it's been rough. Past 2 years.
It has been rough. And I know, it has been rough. But it has some good moments though.
What are some of the things that frustrate you about dating nowadays? With your age, with your experience, with your current state of your career, family, like, what's the most difficult things about dating?
My time. The most difficult part about dating is times I haven't met anyone that make me want to really give them my time like that. Because I really don't have a lot of time, like you said, being a creative and working and everything. Also, I'm a parent, a single parent at that. Like, so for me, when I meet people, I kind of try to like, I know that's kind of, I don't know, is that kind of bad to say? But I kind of try to wean through you on the phone first before I even waste my time of like spending my time with you, because
it's a process, yeah.
Definitely a process for me, because I don't have that time. Like I literally don't have that time. So when I'm sitting here like making dinner plans with you or whatever, those 2 hours could have been to me recording or going to go get an interview or even going to take my son to dinner, or you know, whatever freaking whatever he got going on, because you know kids always got something going on.
Exactly.
So it's honestly for me, the hardest thing has been my time, like meeting someone that's worth that I have felt that's been worth my time.
Right. Which is also a key thing, something that you feel, someone that you feel like is worth your time, because on the outside looking in, you know, everybody believes that this person is good for you or this person is perfect for you. You know what I mean? But ultimately, it's always about you. Period. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, now my experiences on dating a Gemini. Let me just.
You dated Gemini?
I've dated a Gemini before.
Okay, was it May or June Gemini? That's a difference.
It was May. It was.
Yeah, they're a little different.
Yes.
But okay.
Very much so.
Talk about it.
Very much so. Now, okay. First, let me explain the great things about the relationship first.
Okay.
Then we'll get to the bad shit.
Okay.
Now, the great things was her desire to make shit happen. Not just in work. I'm talking about in a relationship. She don't give a fuck. She finna, if we need to go on vacation, we going on vacation. If we need to, you know, make this happen so we can make time to do whatever, let's make this happen. It was nonstop, and I love that, because I'm a very reserved and very open person. I'm a person where it's like, if I had to choose between going somewhere and waiting for an opportunity for potentially something in my business to happen, I would just wait.
Right.
I would just wait. You know what I mean? And then let that happen, and then go do whatever it is I'm finna go do. So she was very good on making sure that it was like, nah, we need to, like the time spent, she got that in. We got to make sure we spend time. Now, the bad part about it was she had to make sure we spent time.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It went against, you know, some of the things that I would want to do to make sure that we can, because, you know, I'm all about celebrate when you have a reason to celebrate, if that make any sense.
It does, but for Gemini, it don't.
Right.
You know why? Because we don't require a lot of attention, but when we want our attention, we want our attention.
Mm-hmm.
That's just pretty much what it is. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just giving you the lowdown.
And I didn't get that, because my thing was like, no, she was setting aside vacations like months in advance. I'm like, nigga, hold on.
That's what we do.
We ain't got no bread like that. Hold on, wait. Let's get
she
the bread.
She gonna figure out how to get that bread though, because she wanna go.
And I didn't get it. I understand.
We're gonna figure it out. She gonna
figure it out.
Yeah.
But like the thing about it is, spending time, like in her eyes, was equivalent to me being in my career and running my business. You know what I'm saying? While she would make those type of sacrifices for, you know, spending time and being together, I would make those same type of sacrifices for taking care of business and taking care of babies and stuff like that. Which either option is not wrong. It's just that that's not what we didn't come together off of that, and I think that's the reason why we end up not dating eventually. Because even now with the person she's with now, which is a great thing, they do the exact same thing that we used to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if the progress is where it is. Hopefully they're having a great time and doing a great thing, but I just felt like she was, you know, we was more than just being there spending time. Like, let's be ultimate and do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it was just crazy. It was crazy. Now, what are some of the pet peeves of a Gemini? Which, you know, I know that there's a lot of them, but let's say let's just go for deal breakers. Like, no, nigga, like no. What a deal breaker situations for you?
Not doing what you say you're gonna do. Like, keep your word. Like, that's a deal breaker for me. We're very loyal. You know what I'm saying? So, and we don't give a lot of ourselves. So when we do, and that person is not like reciprocating of that,
Right.
we don't like that. That's a big pet peeve too. Like, just, just reciprocation. Not even like, oh, I do for you, do for me type shit, but it should be automatic, we feel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
it should be off top, like, And let me see. Another pet peeve would be just
I know you got
liars. I don't like liars. That for me, I think that's everybody, but for me, liars. Like, somebody can sit there right in your face and just lie for no reason though. When you don't have to lie, like those type. That's a pet peeve. And just people not being like, you need to be sympathetic about things sometimes. Like, I know a lot of people think that Geminis are not sympathetic. They think like, oh, like they're rough. Like, because for everybody, I think I'm like, rah, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we are emotional too. We just don't show them in the same ways as other people. So my pet peeve would be like you thinking that I don't have no feelings too. Like, where you could just do things and think, oh, well, she got it.
Right.
No.
Man, one thing I've always found out about Geminis, or the ones that I've been around, is they practice the concept of prevention. Yeah. Prevention as, no, let's prevent this tragedy, or let's prevent these bad things from happening by doing this, and this. And I think that's where their strength comes into play. But when you disregard stuff like that and then something happens, Geminis is on your ass because it's like, no. Like,
we could have did it this way.
Right. And I refuse, at this point, to be emotional about it.
Right.
And emotional about what's going on, because I told you niggas that we weren't supposed to do that.
Sound like me.
You know what I'm saying? It's real.
I done told you niggas. Like, I said this shit. I told you.
Right. You know what I mean? And that's one of the things that I really like commend Geminis for. You know what I'm saying? Leos have it as well. You know what I'm saying? Sagittarius has it as well. Just the ability to be able to set yourself in a place to cause prevention instead of, walking through it and then having feeling some type of way about it. And I think even in a dating process, the same way, like prevention, like preventing from bullshit happening, like y'all all about that for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Y'all cut everything off just to prevent some bullshit from happening. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, like I said, nope, we gotta get this together because this needs to be right. We don't want this to happen, or you might be late, so let's push this here. Yeah, I'm totally that.
Right.
Totally that. Like, let's figure this out now, because I don't like the stress. Like, I'm good with pressure, though. It's crazy. I'm good with pressure. Like, I am the best at pressure. Like, I can figure it out. But I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm sort of the same way, too. Like, if I can prevent pressure from occurring or things from being last minute, I'll do it. But pressure does drive me. Like, I'm one of them niggas, like, I'll do a 10-page essay the last 6 hours before school start. I was that. You know what I'm saying? And I got it off. Because, it's something exhilarating about that. But if I have the chance to prevent it, I'll rather go that route than anything else. What are some of the simple things? Okay, so let's just say this. Let's just say about all horoscopes. Doesn't matter what.
Simple things like what?
Everybody has the simple things, like things that you would say, or, certain type of instances where you feel like this is something simple that if you just had did this, I would be okay and I would be good with it. Everybody got their different ones. I know Geminis got theirs, but I never got a chance to actually know what those are, because Geminis don't talk that much about shit like this.
We don't.
Let's just say that.
We don't talk about personal shit.
This is a rare interview right now because Geminis don't do that.
I'm very private.
Exactly.
I'm very private. Like, exactly. I'm going to share with who I trust. Right. Or, you know what I mean? Or my day ones. But I wouldn't normally just open up like that. So,
which means this is a great thing for me. This is a great thing.
I'm working on being vulnerable.
This is a great thing for the PolyRob podcast brand. You know what I'm saying? Getting people who don't want to say real shit to say real shit. You know what I'm saying? But no, simple things like if you had to pick like just 2 or 3 of like the simple things that a man can do to just ensure or keep you wherever it is that y'all at, whatever good part of the relationship y'all at? Like, what would be the simple things?
Communication. That's a text in the morning. That's a call at night. That's a, there's so many little simple things that you can do. Like, I think, honestly, it's just talking to that person. Like, for me, I'm big on communication.
Right.
And I don't know, I wasn't like that at first. Before, I wouldn't even ask you too many questions because I really wasn't tripping. But now that I'm, like, trying to date, it's kind of important to ask questions, I guess. That's what my cousins told me. Get to know them. So, I don't know. I think that's all. I don't. Simple things would just be you. And show me that you like me, and and show me that you care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Communicate that shit. Like, I think a lot of things, another thing I don't like about today's dating is they feel like it's bad to show a woman that you give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, they feel like, oh, I'm not trying to be thirsty. How is it being thirsty telling a woman that you like adore them, or you like them, or you want to take them out and like, show them a good time. Like, I don't feel that that's thirsty or wrong. And I feel like a lot, that's what turns me off of dating right now, because men feel like they can't express that. Right. Oh, I'm going to just act like I don't like her. Like, really? So where are we going? How are we getting there?
Right, exactly.
We're not going nowhere if you're acting like that. You're acting,
right.
You're not playing your part. You're not communicating. Exactly. So that's why I said that's simple. It's simple to say, hey, how are you doing?
Right.
Is your day going well? Like, can we spend some time?
Right.
Like, anything. Like, you could have been working all week and him saying, babe, I know you don't have that much time right now. Right. But how's work going? You know what I mean?
Right.
Things like that. Like, let me know you're listening and you give a fuck.
Right.
You can go a whole long way with me with that. Like, don't fake the funk now. Everybody listening, she's trying to get at me and shit. Don't fake the funk.
Fake it. Fake it till you make it.
But I'm just real. But that's real honest right there. Like, simple things matter to me. Like, for real. And I think it matters to a lot of women too. Like, there's a lot of women that still appreciate, because I know I talk to my cousins every day and we talk about that. Like, dang, he talking about he was busy. He couldn't just text. Like, nigga, wait, we just talked like 2 days ago. We were good. Right. And then I don't hear from you for like 3 days.
Right.
Where are we going? We're not going nowhere because you ain't communicating nothing. Right. Now you done left days where I could just walk down the street and meet somebody.
Right.
And you ain't solidified your spot.
Okay. All right.
At that.
So let me say this.
What?
Let me say this, because we talk about this shit a lot.
Right.
Phone call conversations. Phone call, checking up, calling. First off, how many days do you feel like he need to call you to keep a consistent situation?
He has what?
Does a man have to call you every day to keep it consistent?
He does not have to call me every day. Like I said, it could be a text message.
Okay.
My thing is communicate with me.
So communicate every day.
You should communicate every day. Your day is that busy that you can't say hello and check in and say hi, how you doing?
Okay.
I'm not saying you got to sit there and give me the rundown of your whole day in life.
Right.
But just, hey, I was thinking of you. Hope your day went well.
Right.
Or good morning.
Right.
Or good morning or good night.
Okay, so this is my theory.
I had a long day. I was, you don't even have to explain what you were doing. Just, man, my day was long, whatever like that. But babe, I just wanted to say good night, and I was thinking of you, and let's link or talk tomorrow.
Okay, so
that's nothing wrong with that.
This is my thing.
What's your split?
This is my thing. Women say that's enough. That's okay. But then when you do it, okay, because keep in point, like, men are very straightforward creatures.
I can give you all that.
You say call every day or text every day or communicate every day. Let's say communicate every day.
Every day.
Okay, cool. Got you.
Right.
A man might go to small texting every day. Mm-hmm. And then might be a phone call every other day or whatever.
Right.
And then eventually a woman gets upset.
About what? Because you haven't hit her at all.
No. They get upset because what has just happened with texting majority of the time, calling every now and then, now becomes but we don't communicate as much as we should. Now it's like,
no, that's you being a boyfriend again and making her them damn smothered whatever the hell you made her, and now she's like, you don't call me enough. She feel like she has a solidified spot. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
but for me is okay. I'm saying what I'm saying to say this. Mm-hmm. I'm not good at communicating through the phone. Straight up, not bad. I'm not good at it. I'm bad at it. I'm terrible.
Yeah.
I'm more into, a couple texts, couple calls, but no, fuck that. When I'm gonna see you?
But that's different than you may be that person to where you need to see them then. Right. You may not see them every day.
So my thing is, not every day. So if you say, if a woman I'm dating says, yo, Saturday, we gonna link up. All right, cool. I don't have to call you every day until Saturday. I can talk to you a couple times.
I didn't
because
say
on
talk to her every day.
Well, I'm not saying you are, but what I'm saying is, like,
she will get mad.
I feel like I feel like women are very stern on what they say about that communication, but are actually very vague at what should happen. Because if a guy, like, let's take for instance, if a guy decides to call more than what you guys have discussed, then he might be thirsty.
No, but see, that's the thing.
I don't know.
See, listen, every woman is different though, because there's some women that want a man to call them all damn day. I don't want you to fucking call me all day because that means you don't got shit to do. Right. So I don't want you to call me all damn day. Right. But yeah, I do want to know that I'm on your mind and that I'm not the only person that's thinking, because you know what I mean. Like we like to be. I like to know that, and I'm quite sure I will hope that he would want to know that. Right. So I think that if each person may reach out, like you may not reach out that morning, so maybe I might think of you before and hit you like, hey. But
I've been in situations where after a couple of those times, it's like you're not into me like I'm into you. Like, what?
But I'm gonna keep it 100. I've been there. Yeah. I know. Like, and I think with that, I think it's honestly because you guys have either started talking way more, like a lot more than normal, and then like you kind of drop. So then we kind of feel insecure.
Oh, you're right, and I feel that. But my like, I can honestly say, majority of times when I've dropped the communication over the phone is mainly because I really want to see. I'll be trying to figure out ways so we can just go chill, because I'm gonna keep it all the way above. And any woman on this earth could attest to this. Any woman that I've dated on this earth can attest to this. Every time I've ever dated a woman, when I seen them, it was all love. It was all good shit.
What is it supposed to be?
What I'm saying is, they don't come kick it with me and it's some bullshit. They bored. They on some whatever. They come see me. Hey, how you doing, baby? We cuddling, we doing whatever we doing. We on the right path. It's only when the phone calls don't come in as much or the texts don't come in as much that they start to feel like I've literally had women tell me that I don't feel like you care about me as much as I think you should, or I care about you. But every time we pull up, everything love. What does that tell you? Electronic device determines how many times, how much I love you based on how many times I call you?
Well, let me try to tell you, but some women are like that.
That's terrible.
I mean, but that's just, we're emotional creatures.
Back in the days when there was no telephones, and a nigga had to go
and he had to travel at a certain time, you was gonna get in trouble.
But there's some men who travel miles and miles to go get cattle and bring it home.
And you better fucking, as soon as you stop, wherever you stop, you gonna make that call. It's always
when there was no phones.
When there was no phones, you
wait till you get home.
As soon as you stop in town, you go where? Home.
Exactly.
So I'm okay. Know.
That's me though. I'm going home.
I know.
I want porridge and shit. I'm going home. I want my porridge. I want my time. I want
this porridge. Who's making you porridge?
I want pussy and porridge. That's what I want. I want motherfucking pussy and porn. I'm coming home.
Pussy and pores, the two P's.
Come
All
on,
right.
man. It's real. All I'm saying is they worry so much about you didn't like my shit on social media.
No.
You didn't text me at this time.
No, Rob, because you said you talking about Geminis now, so I'm gonna have to take up for my Gemini. The most Gemini women that I know, we're a little bit more because we juggle a lot because our brains go like 100 miles a minute. Geminis are good at a lot of things creative.
Right.
If you look, you can look it up. It's there.
You're right.
We can do most things creative. We are number one top. That's how our brain flutters.
Your outfit says it all.
Here to there. So shut up. So for us, I just feel like, we don't do all that. Like, we just need to talk to you.
Right.
Now, there are some extra out people. There's some extra out women. Yes. I have been one time in my life.
Right.
You always go through that once or twice in your life.
Right.
But for the most part, I don't think we do that. I really don't. As a Gemini woman, but we are crazy as fuck.
Right. Right.
You give us,
which is a good thing.
We are crazy.
You gotta
as
accept
fuck.
some crazy. You gotta accept some crazy in order for the relationship to be, as you said,
but
refreshed.
Y'all men love crazy.
Y'all
don't like nice.
Listen,
y'all don't like nice. When we nice and we cleaning, cooking, coming in. Y'all just, I don't understand it. But we cuss your ass out, tell you ain't shit, nigga. Whoop whoop whoop. Y'all act so good. I don't understand. Where did that come from?
Let me say this. There's two sides of it. There's a woman bringing you a plate of food and saying, "Here's your plate, babe. Do you need anything else?" And then there's a woman coming by and saying, "Nigga, here's your motherfucking plate. Come fuck this pussy when you done." It's different.
But I can be both of those.
Different.
I can be both of those women.
So choose wisely.
Yeah, it might depend on the mood. That one guy may not be the one that I'm gonna say tear the pussy up and let's go do whatever. Then the other one, I just might send him a plate, give him a nice stiff drink, and he know it's cracking when he's done with that drink. Everybody's different. You gotta choose wisely.
Y'all know what it is. Do y'all want the nigga to come up to you and be like, "Hey babe, is it okay if we have some sex?" Or do you want the nigga to come?
That.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes a little aggression is what you need.
Who are you fucking that's telling you, "Oh baby, it's okay, we have sex"?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh no.
Nice, all that nice shit. Sometimes you need a little bit of that villain shit. You need some of that villain shit to offset. It's gonna make it nice.
Yeah, of
it's
course.
Gonna make it nice. That's what
Definitely.
I'm saying.
Every man wants a woman that just grab his.
Just a little bit.
Just grab his dick.
That's what I'm talking about. Just a little bit.
Just grab it.
Do it you can do it every leap year. Just do it every now and then.
My cousin is like, what is going on?
That's what I'm saying.
But it's the truth. Like, no, real talk. Like, every man likes that. Like, every man, I mean, you don't have to do it all the time, but every man likes that shit. Like, where you kind of could get a little aggressive here and there.
But you know what I think it is? And it's fucking funny because I had a woman actually tell me this. This is real. This one woman was like, that I was dealing with, she was like, sometimes the aggression proves that you care a little bit more because there's certain, just brain and feeling functionalities that identify with anger. Anger and passion sometimes in some states go hand in hand, energy-wise. Not, the meaning of, right. But energy-wise, if someone was passionate and someone was angry, they can produce the same amount of hormones to be able to be strong and do whatever. See, you feel what I'm saying? It's kind of the same thing. Like when you're very passionate about something and you're very aggressive about something, it produces the same type of energy. So that's why I feel like men love a little bit of women that, kind of nudge you a little bit, and vice versa. Of course, for the women love the niggas that take over. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the right one, of course. But, I mean, it works hand in hand. All I'm saying is, if you give me a fucking turkey sandwich and say, "Eat this, you motherfucking piece of shit," I'ma love you forever. I swear to God. Because that sandwich is exactly how I want it. Real shit. All the greatest relationships. all the uncle relationships,
I ain't never told
grandfather
nigga,
relationships.
You eat this shit.
you ain't never heard your grandmama talk shit about your grandfather in a nice way.
Yeah,
that be the best relationship.
Talk shit and then fucking like
that be the best
hand him
shit.
his plate.
Exactly. Nigga, here your food. He like, all right, baby.
Your food at the table.
You know what I'm saying? It's cool every now and then. Not nigga, here your food. Like I ain't never fucking with you. Them motherfuckers been married for 60 years. Right. He know what that mean.
Yeah.
He know exactly what that mean. And he know if he need to shut her up, he know exactly what he need to do to shut her dog ass up. And sometimes that be the best shit. Shutting her motherfucking ass up. That's what it is.
I can't.
I'm just saying. Dating the creative, man. Gemini edition, man. It's real. It's Gemini season, y'all.
It's real out here.
I really want everybody who knows a Gemini or is dating a Gemini to test out that little aggressive moment, a part of their lives. I think they'll appreciate you for it. So what are you doing these days to
what?
To enjoy yourself relationship wise?
Honestly, I'm just not, I used to care about how people felt. Mm-hmm. Not like that, but honestly like that. Like, so what I'm doing is like, I'm doing what makes me happy. So I'm just dating. Mm-hmm. It's making it a lot easier. Like, hey, you want to hang out with, where you at? Oh, cool. Yeah, I have time today. Cool. Right. See, before I date somebody and be like, oh, I don't want to like ruffle no feathers, even though he ain't even solidified a spot yet, but I just I don't need extra problems and anything like that. You don't know how people react to certain things. Not everybody, like you said earlier, not everybody is cool with that or understands or think that they're, for instance, I had a guy.
Tell the story. Go ahead.
Okay. So I had a guy that I was talking to. We were talking for like some years or whatever, but I never told him he told me he wanted to be with me. He told me he let me want to be with me, whatever like that. But I never told him I want to be with him or to love him or nothing like that. Right. Like I love him, I have love for him, but we're tight. Like we're peoples. But like he felt because he was being a certain type of way with me that I'm going like I should be different towards him because he felt in his mind that he's doing all of this within his power. But then I'm like, yo. Just because you don't know what another motherfucker's doing for me, I'm not voicing that to you. Right. You don't know that. So how are you sitting over here thinking that you're at the top of the totem pole? And nigga, we haven't even discussed that. Like we haven't even, you know what I'm saying? So, what? Interjection. 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 What? This is not being a real. How is that being a real nigga though?
Come on, get on the mic. Come on, get on the mic. Come on. Okay. We got Shani in the building. Yo, them cupcakes be fire.
Thank you.
I gave you an idea of what to do with the cupcakes and cookies. The flavor that I want.
What?
The flavor I want. I just go ahead.
I'm sure there's something with the health board that's going to be against that.
Nah, we good. We straight. You know how to fix that.
Okay. No, but you got to keep in mind, like, it's good that she has this opinion, but she's the balance in most of our friendships. Because she can always give the guy's point of view. So it's funny, we'll give her the guy's point of view to her because she always ends up with the opposite. So she's the kind of person that's like, why are you texting me where you're at? Like, I'm not your bitch.
Right.
Like, that's how she is. Most women are like, oh, I'm so glad we're texting them. So she gives you the other end of it.
Definitely the Geminis that I know, they have the other side that I feel like, it's almost like they got the inside track. Like they know how to balance the aggression and also
what
balance,
it is about Geminis?
Being classy.
A special thing about a Gemini, and most Geminis that I spoke to, we have a special ability to read rooms, read people.
I believe in that because your face says everything.
Your face, your eyes, the way your body moves, everything. Like, we're very observant people. That's another key thing about a Gemini, if you didn't know, besides us being creative or whatnot. We are very observant. So we are the type, and we don't talk it like, I mean, there are some Geminis that can talk, or whatever like that. But for the most part, we are observing. everything, so we can read you.
Right.
Like, we'll read you. Like, before you say anything, I'm probably done already peeped out about 3 characteristics about yourself before you even tell me.
Right.
Like, I've done that. So that's the hard thing about me dating too, is because I done already kind of picked you apart.
Right.
It's like a gift and a curse for me, because sometimes I'll be really wishing I didn't have that, because I just want to sit there and just enjoy the company, and maybe he is lying to me. Maybe I just want to hear some lies for about 20 minutes for a second. But my brain and my ears won't let me like succumb to it, because I'm like,
now, do you freak out when there's somebody that you can't quite read to your benefit?
Of course, those are the ones that get us every time. I think those are the ones that we chase. Right. Like the ones we can't read. Like, what? Oh, and don't let you hurt our feelings. Right. You're never coming back.
It's real.
And it don't even have to be like on the relationship, just your friendship. Like, it is hard for us. Like, I hate to say we're grudge holders, but we can very much be. Right. Like, you know, for a certain extent. Like, as I gotten older, I've learned to live and let go. Like, I learned that you can dislike somebody or dislike certain things and just still be cool. Right. You know, that you could just love them from a distance. Like, I've learned that over the years. But for a long time, nah. If I don't fuck with you, I want you in the same room with me. None of that's going on. Right. Like, fuck that. But now I'll be like, oh, they could be there. I don't care. Like, that don't mean I got to, like, deal with them. Right. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, we don't. No mixture of
I believe
BS.
in that. That's crazy. Well, what's next for the business side of you? We didn't get into that. What's next for the cousins, the real cousins?
We have Ginger and Spice coming soon.
Ginger and Spice. Tell us about that.
Ginger and Spice. So, can't really get too deep into it, but honestly, it's just, you're going to get the realness of me and my cousin. You know what I mean? Like, how we feel. Like, how we're talking right now about the things that we're going through. A lot of people will be wondering how we got behind stage. Like, what happened when we met such and such? Or, you know, just our everyday life. We got teenagers. Right. You know what I mean? We run around here. You know what I mean? And then our dating. We're both single right now. This is the first time in years that me and my cousin have both been single at the same time.
Wow.
Completely single.
Who usually gives in first?
What you mean?
As far as a relationship, like if you guys are both single, who's usually the first one that ends up having
a boyfriend? Asia, she loves love. She loves love. So Asia, she would normally be in the relationship. She's always had, like, you know, a boyfriend or a husband or some shit.
We got Asia in the house, man. She's dreaming about love right now.
She's smiling in her sleep right now.
Dreaming about love right now.
No, but real talk. But I love that about her, because she opens my mind to certain things. Because I'll automatically think negative, like, oh no, he on that bullshit. She's like, no, well, maybe he did X, Y. Like, Asia will find different things that could have possibly happened in the scenarios. Right. That was not negative. You know what I'm saying? So I loved her for that. But for me, nah. I'm like, what? Hell nah, you lying. Oh, nah, he didn't call me because he was on some BS. Right. You know, like, straight up.
That's great. So Ginger and Spice, that is a podcast?
It's a podcast. Hey. Yes. Available on all streaming networks real soon. And we're, like I said, it's just real raw, just us. Like, we haven't been very vulnerable. Like, what you see with us with the cousins is pretty much us talking to guests and playing games you know, the whole hoopla. But Ginger and Spice is just more personal. So we're gonna give you, like, everything from our family to our friends, our industry, like the stuff that we have to deal with in the industry. Right. Like, you might come on and we have some stuff we're talking about, just the things that just went on from the event that we just left from and the craziness that has went down. Right. Or it may just be like, I just had a sexcapade last night and I had to tell y'all all about it. You know what I mean? Or it could be we all went out of town, or, you know, it could be anything, but it's about us. So, you know, I can't give too much, but pretty much in a nutshell.
Well, I appreciate you coming through, man. We had a wonderful conversation. I think we got a lot accomplished. I got to actually play this back and write down the notes so I can put it a part of the education of Gemini.
The education. You guys have to know that Geminis are very special creatures. If you have one in your life, keep them safe and
now you
next to you. Keep them right next to you, because they don't be shaking your heads, because y'all know I'm like everything to both of you too. I'm just playing. It is my birthday, so I can say what I want. You guys can cuss me out tomorrow.
We are turning up tonight.
Right now, as we speak.
Right now. You know what I'm saying? We need to go get some more alcohol.
And I'm going to go get me some thing.
Okay, all right. Let me find out. You got a house call.
Yeah, got a little youngin'. He called me like, "What you doing? I want to give you some birthday head." Okay. On my way.
And with that, the show is done. Please make sure you plug all your social medias where they can find you, where they can find the Real Cousins.
Real Britney Michelle on everything. Follow us, the Real Cousins. Ginger and Spice coming soon. You can follow us. Oh, and subscribe to our YouTube, please, because you know we doing big things right now, so we need y'all to see it.
Yeah, you need to see everything, man. I appreciate you for coming through, sharing the knowledge and the wisdom. I always wish you the best. I wish the cousins the best.
Thank you.
Get your orgasm tonight. Dude.
I am, right? It's my birthday.
It's the PolyRob podcast, man. We are out of here. Peace.